What about the UMP? It should like improve the UMP and probably nerf the AQS a bit, in my opinion.
I don't know. I like the UMP. I was using it today because I bought the Spec Act stuff, and I was just checking out all the camo and stuff like that. But I don't know what PandaTang was saying about SMG video. The UMP is a wicked SMG, as long as you don't have a sight on it. So if it's iron sight, it's fine. Don't waste.
Iron sight is horrible.
No, it's not. It's fine.
It's like a circle on a bloody line. That's blurry as fuck.
This just reminds me of the M14 on Call of Duty. I could use that. I can use this. Right. Okay, now we're going to talk about the pistols.
Oh man. Increase the damage and range of the M9, M93 pistols to make it more desirable as a secondary weapon. Increase the range of the MP443 pistol to make it more desirable as a secondary weapon. Increase the damage of the MP412 over long range to balance its low rate of fire. And slightly reduce the rate of fire of the M1911 pistol to balance it with other pistols.
So basically, the first pistol you get, the M9, and the M93 Raffica, the free burst gun, which was really crap, they've been sorted out to be better, basically, so more people use it. In my video, I can't remember which one I do. No, in a video I'm planning to release on next week or so, I talk about the M9 and about how I prefer that gun, because I love the Berettas in the first place. Beretta's just a cool gun, and I like the magazine size, and the Grash just looks stupid. But
the Grash is like the best gun. It looks a bit stupid, yeah, but it's like my favourite pistol.
Well, with the M9, I didn't really have problems killing anyone with overrange anyway, but if it makes my favourite pistol better, I'd like to use it. So that's good. The M93
so you can use the Raffica to test it out and everything.
I'd use these pistols. I use every weapon in this patch just to see how it's done and stuff. Because after every patch, you always find out there's something that you like about the new weapons, just in general. So I think everyone will need to get a feel for the guns again. But I will use the M93 Raffica, but I don't really like burst fire weapons as pistols anyway.
I think it's the recoil that throws me off a bit.
Yeah, the first shot hits, does piss all damage, and the other two fly off somewhere.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck are you shooting at now? It's like, you still want to spam it, but you can't.
Yeah, so that's at least that's been sorted out. The MP443, the Grash, has increased range,
that's great.
Yeah, that's good. The Rex has increased damage over long range, which is good because it's shit over long range anyway. Because I tried using it over long range, and because the iron sights are so thick and wide, you can't really tell where's the middle.
Yeah, but who the hell uses pistols long range anyway? You're not going to snipe across the map with a pistol.
Well, what I do is snipe someone, and if I get a hit marker, I just pull my pistol out and just finish them off with one shot. So that's what I do, especially with something like the SV98 and the M24, where it's quite known for it to be inconsistent over one shots. So if you get a body shot or a leg shot or an arm shot, pull out your pistol, one shot him, then you got the kill. So that's a Rex. So yeah, the Rex has increased damage, just so you all know now. And here's the favourite part.
World War II pistol.
Yeah.
M1911, slightly reduced rate of fire. What? I thought that to be the damage.
No, because if the rate of fire was reduced, then you can deal less damage over time, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but I thought the power is like too powerful. It's like a assault rifle almost.
If they make it like the Rex is now, or just a bit faster, then it fixes itself.
What? So Rex fire rate?
Or just a tiny bit faster, because Rex is just slow. But yeah, if they do that, then it will fix itself, because the Rex it means the Rex and the M1911, when they come across, if you two people happen to be using it at the same time, it'd be more balanced. Because the problem with the M1911 wasn't really the power; it was because you could dish out so much power, so much damage, and it'd be still spot on accurate. So if they slowed it down a bit, then it'd be better. So yeah,
next bit.
Yeah, that was the pistols, and now we're on to the kit outs and just the general other stuff.
Increase the repair and overheat speeds of the power tool, so now it overheats sooner but repairs the same amount as before overheating. Basically made it faster but in a shorter time frame.
Yeah, I completely agree with this patch. I was playing some Battlefield Bad Company 2 today, and what happened was when I was in my tank, it took me like 2 years to repair the tank because it was too bloody slow.
Then I bet some noobs stole your tank and run off.
No, because they were stealing our tanks from our base and running off. Fucking dicks. And the other one?
Oh, increase the maximum number of motion sensors that can be carried from 2 to 3, and increase the speed which new sensors are required from ammo boxes.
I don't really see why they did that in the first place.
Yeah, they were fine, because they were easily abused anyway, and yeah, it was fine as before.
Okay, if people don't use motion sensors, if people listen to this don't use motion sensors, the motion sensor basically is a ball you throw out and it detects anyone who moves in that range. And basically you can only throw one at a time. If you throw a new one out, it cancels out the original one and then it will take over. But the problem is with what we're seeing here is that they don't need an extra motion sensor, and you don't need the quicker from ammo boxes, because you throw a motion sensor down, sit next to an ammo box, and a second later you get another one.
It just makes it that snipers are more lone wolves than teamwork, to be honest, because now they have 3 motion balls to have in hand without a teammate chucking an ammo box.
Well, I've read on the forum, on the Battlefield forum, that people were complaining about how the recon class, the guys who were supposed to get information on an enemy and where they were and everything, could only have 2 motion sensors. That happens
in any game at all, except for probably Project Reality, but...
No, I do it sometimes, because it's just like for the snipers who don't sit back and snipe, they just go around running and supporting their team and using G3s and shit. The good snipers, everyone else, the good recon class, not the
snipers aren't meant to be running around stealthily, because you just get spotted and shot through bushes.
I don't know, because I quite like using a Russian recon class, using the M14, a sniper, C4 and motion sensors, because I just find that more useful than sitting back and calling targets and using the spots scope all the time.
And mortars.
Yeah. More about mortars later. Next one.
Significantly increase the speed of the tracer dart projectile to make it more effective against airborne targets.
First thing I can say is thank fuck for that.
Panda said to me on M% that the tracer dart's pretty much instant now.
Is it?
Well, that's what he's read up. And so basically choppers will get taken down pretty much instantly.
I think that's a good thing.
Tracer dart's much faster.
I think that's a good thing. Obviously you won't really agree with this, but I prefer the fact that there's no choppers in the map. If there was a map with just vehicles like tanks and APCs and no choppers, it'd be a more interesting match to play, because that's what people would prefer to do. Because when you play Karma Desert on Conquest or whatever, people would always... What that map boils down to is who can steal the other team's chopper. And having just a tank against tank gameplay is much more exciting than everyone forgetting about the tanks because it gets blown up by choppers and people stealing choppers. That's what
to be honest, I actually agree, because I always use the choppers because they're pretty much overpowered. I never really like using tanks because there's always probably an enemy chopper who just take you out. So easy thing to do is just to fall back to the choppers and dominate over the game, because it's just so much more easier than driving a tank and capping and everything.
And also, if you had a good chopper pilot on your team on Atacama Desert, that game was boring as fuck.
Yeah, because you just sit back and while the choppers circle strafing, they're spawn raping and everything. There's just no chance for you to do anything decent.
Yeah, so I'm glad they did this. It gives people more of a chance. It makes everything a bit more balanced. Okay, do you want to talk about the next one?
Increase the reload time of the mortar strike and reduce the damage it does to heavily armoured vehicles.
Yeah, all good. I don't have a problem with that.
I'm not sure about the reload time, but
I'm
glad they reduce the damage to vehicles, because I'm sick of snipers spotting my tank and instantly taking it out.
Yeah, that was really annoying. Reload time of the No, increased reload time is good because it makes it longer.
Oh, increase. I thought it said decrease. Never mind.
Yeah, so that's a
Yeah,
good.
that's all good.
Okay, so yeah, if you're a mortar whore, then your days are over. Thanks. Right, next one.
Decrease the range of bolt action sniper and pump shotgun slug rounds when using magnum ammo for better kit balance, especially in hardcore.
I didn't really have a problem using shotguns with magnum ammo because it's pump action. So
I think this is more of a hardcore problem, like they said in a note. So this doesn't really affect us because we don't do hardcore.
I play it sometimes by myself because